Hello and welcome in. Today I'll be doing one of those Is This Your Person readings. And so, with these sorts of readings, it's not necessarily applicable to everybody, but if what I'm saying is resonating with you and your situation, then that's something to make note of because this reading might be for you then. So we'll go ahead and take a look at past, present, and future energies with your person, pull some oracle cards, and then do something else at the end. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what messages are coming through and what story is trying to emerge here for us. All right. Go ahead and cut that. All right, so in our past energy, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Wands. In the present energy, we have the Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords in reverse. And likely outcome or future energies is the Page of Cups in reverse and the World in reverse. So for some of you with the Queen of Cups in reverse, that's kind of like this sense of neediness or clinginess or kind of some fragility. And so that's actually being combined with the Queen of Wands, which is sort of this joy and like confidence. So it seems like there's a situation where you kind of keep fluctuating back and forth, like with your person, whether that's both of those energies being within the same person, kind of flipping back and forth, or that, one of you is maybe more confident and joyous or joyful in the connection, and the other one has this sense of neediness and insecurity. So that's kind of where things have been with the relationship or with the connection there. And then in terms of this current energy with the Three of Wands, that one is about kind of having your freedom and traveling and getting out there. But this Ten of Swords in reverse is kind of like also that you're turning a corner and wanting to kind of learn those lessons and that sense of, they're, the only way to go is up. So some of this neediness, it looks like your person is kind of turning the corner there. And maybe it's a matter of you feeling that neediness, like if you're not feeling as connected with your person. And so that's kind of where you're sitting in your current energy. Your Page of Cups in reverse is still some of that insecurity, though, and disappointment on the horizons, as well as, when the World is in reverse, that's kind of like looking at, there's kind of some delays and maybe you're frustrated or seeking closure or things of that nature. So it looks like it's a little bit of a mixed bag here, that there is some sense of confidence and things are going in the right direction, but then, a little bit of a hiccup here in terms of this immaturity and disappointment. So it looks like the main struggle within your connection right now is balancing out that, I'll call it the neediness, and it almost seems like one party is clinging more to the other, and you don't really have that balance in there that you're striving to have. One of the things, it's kind of like that sense of, if you're loving something and trying to hold on to it so tight and you're so worried about losing it, that can actually push the other person away. So it seems like that's a little bit of maybe what's happening here, is there is some of that clingy energy, and in the present there's some sense of acknowledgement of, you need to loosen up the reins a little bit. And then with it kind of having some frustrations or disappointments, I think that's something to be mindful of, is loosening up that sense of control, but in a loving way, not like okay, fine, whatever, just go off and do whatever you want to do, because that is more of a turning your back versus saying, I love you enough to, open my hand. Like if you're trying to hold on to a butterfly, you can't hold your fist around it. You're going to crush it. You have to, have your hand open and out. And so I think that is kind of the struggle, the dynamic going on right now, is finding that balance between between holding on and wanting that support with trying to balance that out to say, let both parties grow and let there be that freedom within the relationship for it to continue to grow in a supportive and loving way. So let's see what is coming through on the soul journey card here. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Maybe there were some issues before with feeling like you had to hold on because the other person had disappointed you, or you didn't really know, where things stood. And there is an element of, you have to forgive that part. And if you're resenting it and feeling like, oh, I have to micromanage this, maybe there were some problems in the past, some lying or some cheating. If you're having that resentment, that's not going to, foster a loving, trusting relationship going forward. Let's see what our Sacred Creator card is. Collaboration of souls. And again, some of that is that sense of, if you're talking about giving that freedom, that freedom and growth, and the Three of Wands, and, also is kind of about traveling and expanding. And so the collaboration of souls part really comes into play there in terms of having a partner where you feel like you are growing, like you're continuing to grow as a person, moving along your path. And that's something that can be a real relationship killer, especially in long-term relationships. It's a matter of finding somebody that's going to grow with you, because that's, one of the big problems is people grow apart, or one partner grows and the other one doesn't. And so finding somebody that can grow with you and collaborate with your soul is really key on this journey. All right, let's see what's coming through on the romance deck. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So with that, pairing that up with this forgiveness card is, maybe the person wronged you. Maybe you felt like, oh, they did something, and so now I'm really insecure. I don't really know. And you've kind of been holding on to that. This is saying, okay, it's safe to let go of some of that control, allow the growth to happen, turn that corner and learn the lessons so that both of you can continue to grow. So that's kind of the message that's coming through here with the, is this your person? And, one other thing here that I'll do, and we'll see what this looks like, is, grab out a couple of, let me push those up so that we can see these here. Grab out a couple of tiles, and we'll see if any messages come through here, or if these, if any of these are your, if these letters spell out your name or your partner's name. So some of it, some of the messages here are time, pal, if in terms of like the friendship part, but time, that maybe in terms of this like growth and traveling, maybe you just need times, spending quality time together, having meals together. It also may require, call it like a leap of faith. So there's lots of different things that might come up here. Actually, this is a really pretty diverse group of letters. Maple, if that's something that is applicable to you, but all sorts of different things you could spell out here. Maybe some of those will resonate with some of you. Tim and Pam. There's a Tim and a Pam listening. So that's something, just kind of something fun and different to do at the end. So if this resonated with you, hopefully you're able to take something away in terms of ideas for what to do with your relationship to hopefully help get it into that smooth patch, the mutually fulfilling, joyful phase where it's bringing you a sense of peace and happiness. So I'll periodically do some of these, and and hopefully they resonate with you, or feel free to share it with somebody else that you think it might resonate with. And in the meantime, I will continue to do the daily card pulls, and check out the videos for the first part of August for the individual zodiac signs. And then I'll also be doing a twin flame reading coming up as well. So I wish you peace and joy along your journey, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.